I hope everybody's doing super fantastic today. Oh, I had quite the morning. I had quite the day yesterday. So I'm looking forward to our chat time today. I am super excited about our giveaway this month, and I'll tell you all about it in just a second. We have a few things to cover first, and I want to do that to, give more people time to get in here so they can see what the giveaway is, okay? I did see that Kelly said she made 72 googly-eyed monsters, or I don't know if you made them all monster, googly-eyed toys, and the kids loved them. I gave away a ton of those googly eyes, and the kids around here just absolutely loved them. I have quite a bit left because it was so rainy and cold here that night. And so I'm going to give them probably to some of the Sunday school teachers at my church. And then also my granddaughter is in called Heritage Girls. It's kind of like Girl Scouts, similar kind of thing. And so I'm going to send some of them with her as well to give to her friends there. But I think that is just a super idea because everybody's giving out candy, and it's kind of nice to have something that's not candy. In our neighborhood, it was quite fun. My granddaughter and her mom, and then her friend, I call her my bonus granddaughter, her best friend, Bradley, she and Zoe, my granddaughter, went around our new neighborhood. And there's like one house was giving out hot dogs right off the grill. Another house was giving out little bags of Doritos and chips to go with the hot dogs. And then another house was giving out popcorn balls. And so they really had a good time. Even though it was super duper cold, they had a really good time. So, and they get back over to the house after that, and my daughter was there, and we were just chatting. And then my daughter-in-law and the girls came in, and the girls are like, we're still hungry. We want another hot dog. And they wanted to go back and get another hot dog. I just thought that was the neatest thing, that our neighborhood really, did a lot of fun things and stuff. They had a lot of like those blow up things that move and stuff. I thought that was really cool. Okay, now I do want to discuss, well, y'all want to hear about my day yesterday? It was rather odd. I am the type of person that I get up, I get going, and I don't usually let things slow me down or get me down. But I'll tell you what, yesterday, I don't know if it was the time change, because, we went back on, we moved our clocks back an hour. And I actually kind of like this time, and I wish that we would just keep this time year round. But anyway, my computer refused to do what I needed it to do. Now, I have two separate computers. I have a setup in here in my yarn room where I do all my filming and videoing and all of that sort of stuff. But then I use my other computer that's out in the, it's actually in the breakfast nook that I use for my sort of office. And I like to keep them separate because not everything I do, I don't want anything on this computer except video stuff. Okay, so anyway, but I used that one to load on YouTube, and it would not load. It just kept saying, no, 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 no. And after about 5 tries, I just thought, this video is not going out today. It did last night about 6, I think. But anyway, I dealt with that. But in the middle of that, I had to run to the dentist and I had a filling that needed filling. And I have to tell you, I love my dentist and their staff, because this was the first time I've ever gotten one of those shots that come at you in the mouth. Oh, it was the first time I ever got one of those. It was over on this side that I really didn't feel. He did a real good job of doing the topical stuff. And I'm one of those weird people that it takes a little bit longer for the Novocaine to kick in and work. Okay. And they gave me plenty of time. And then he came in and was pushing on my cheek, and I didn't feel him push on it. And he's like, you're ready. And so he did the filling and everything. But I have a small mouth. I know it's hard to believe because I have a loud mouth. But anyway, I do have a really small mouth, and it's hard to find the right clamps. I have to use child size, to keep your mouth open. And he ended up just getting these cotton things and sticking them around in order to keep my mouth open. But they finally got it done. But my mouth was so sore. Oh, my word. I was surprised I don't have a bruise over here, because it was, I guess I do kind of, don't I? It was so sore. But I mean, it's all filled, it's done and everything. So I get home, my husband comes home. I tell him about my issue on my computer. And of course, hubby to the rescue. He fixed it. Okay, so I'm like, okay. The video's out. Everything's fine, you know. So I go over and I fix dinner because we're just having a quick, because he had a rough day too. So when we have a rough day, we have macaroni and cheese with Mexican style meat on it. It's our favorite comfort food. I know I'm not supposed to have the carbs, but I didn't eat a lot, just a small amount. Anywho, I go over, I rinsed all the dishes, and I put them in the dishwasher, and guess what? The dishwasher wouldn't start, and I'm like, one more thing! So he called, and it's still under warranty, because they've been out 2 times now with this dishwasher. We haven't been in this house quite a year yet. It'll be a year the 1st of December. So it's still under warranty till the 1st of December, so they're coming out Friday to look at it. So I guess I'm going to have to wash my own dishes this week. But it was like quite a day yesterday, okay? So I'm exhausted. We go to bed. I mean, I'm like, kiss the hubby, roll over, and I hit the pillow, and I'm out. And he was kind of sad because he'd been away all week, and I hadn't seen him. And then he came home, and he had all these issues to deal with me. So anyway, yes, I have my issues. So anyway, I get up this morning and I get on my computer and there's like a mega ton of spam on my Facebook pages that I had to delete and block, and I hate that stuff where people just post weird things and it's all spam. So I got rid of all that, you know, and then I usually go and I check my things in all my different places, and I went to my YouTube channel and someone had tried to I don't really know the right term for it, just start arguments about things that don't pertain to crochet or yarn. And so I got it all deleted, and YouTube took care of it and everything. But I just want you all to understand, I don't care about your politics. I don't care whether you're Republican, Independent, or whatever you are, Democrat. I don't care about that stuff. Okay, that's not what our channel is all about. This channel is all about bringing people from everywhere, of every walk of life, of every color, men, women, boys, girls. Like I always say, I teach my dogs to crochet if I could. This is all about crochet and our love of crochet and art and yarn. And there's no place for politics on this YouTube channel or any of my Facebook pages or groups or anything like that, okay? And you have a right to all of your beliefs and all of our thoughts and all of those things. And I believe that because I believe in freedom of speech. But this is not the place for that, okay? I love you guys, and I can't do this without all of you. And I want to keep this a safe place where we can just talk about yarn and crochet and our love of yarn and crochet and have a fun time. I always say this 30 minutes that we have together once a week is where we can set aside all the cares of the world and just have some fun and laugh. Maybe tell a silly joke or two, okay? But I wanted to clear that up today and make sure that you understand I got your back. I'm going to try to keep this place safe as I can. And I'm not talking about just politics. I'm just talking about, spammy nonsense and things like that too. We don't want that here. We don't. We want to talk about love of crochet and love of yarn and fun, okay? So anyway, we're going to move away from that. We're going to grab whatever we're drinking today, and we're going to clink, clink, clink to a really good yarny time today, okay? All right. You're right, Deborah, and that was part of the issue as well. She's talking about the men friending, and it's really not real people. That's people pretending to be something that they're not in order to get you to click. Never click a link. Never click a link. Never click a link, unless it's mine, and you know me. So anyway, just when you get email, when people comment on things and you're like, that's weird, go ahead and message me and let me know. Because sometimes, I'm not on all day, every day. So anyway, let's move away from negativity and come right into happy giveaway. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, our giveaway for November is super cool. Okay, so I'm going to pop over to my other camera. What this is, and you may have seen this at like, on the Walmart website and some other places. They contacted me and asked if I would show what these are and to give one away. Now this one is the one we're going to give away because I thought the little penguin in the scarf was kind of Christmassy and wintry. And this is a complete kit. And I'm not going to open this one. This is the one they sent me, and I'll talk about that one in just a second that I'm going to open. But just so you know, the giveaway is this kit that comes complete with everything you need to make the penguin. And then you're going to get one of our Coffee and Crochet with Sara bags. All right, but before we do that, I'm going to move this out of the way, and I'll bring it back up in a second. What this is, yarn out of the way there, is a complete kit, okay? I'm going to turn it over so you can kind of see, but this is stuffing. I thought this was really cool the way they did this because you get everything including the stuffing, okay? Let me open this. I'm going to make this one in the next 2 weeks, and then when we do the giveaway, as far as picking a person in 2 weeks, I'll show you the completed item, okay? But what this is a sunflower potted plant. Isn't that beautiful? I love this, and I'm going to put this in my guest bathroom when it's done because I have a sunflower guest bathroom. All right, so you're going to get this pamphlet, and in here it gives you complete instructions, and it also gives you lots of wonderful information. Okay, so you're getting all the abbreviations. You get a booklet right here which has all the hooks. It has conversions from UK to US, tricks and tips and tricks for working with a pattern. And then it gives you lots of pictures. And I love when they give you pictures that explains what you're supposed to do. Because I'm a very picture person, okay? What do they call that where you need pictures? Visual. Okay? Now, this one here is the pattern. Okay? Oh, and I will tell you, it is what I call old style. It's not like how I write, but it is old style. But it is accurate, okay? So, and then what you get is all the yarn needed to crochet the item, okay? Then you get stuffing, and I'm not going to pull it out right now, but they take all the air out of it so it doesn't look like it's much. But when you open it, it'll fluff right up, okay? So they'll give you the stuffing to stuff your item as well. All right, and this is a ribbon that they give in this one because it has a ribbon around it, okay? So that's just an extra piece that comes in that one. Now, what you're also going to get are your tools. You're going to get an actual metal needle. You're going to get an actual crochet hook. It has a nice rubber handle on it, metal. And then this one is a crochet hook that has a hook on each end, okay? These are also great for stuffing your stuffy things. All right, then you're going to get stitch markers. And then this one has wires, and that's because the wires you put on the flowers, okay? You won't have these in the penguin one. That's just something special for this one. All right, so the only thing you're not getting that you're going to need to make this is a pair of scissors. They don't need to give you a pair of scissors. We all have those, right? So, in the kit, you get all the yarn, all the tools that you need, the stuffing, you get the pattern, and instructions on understanding with pictures. This is a really great thing. Okay, so the person, or the company, I should say, that contacted me is called UzecPk, okay? And I put the link in the notes underneath the video so that you could see exactly if you wanted to order some. Now, when I went to the website, let me roll back over here in my rolly chair. When I went to the website, I noticed that they're all on sale, okay? So they usually run between, I think it was $16.99 and $19.99, depending on the size of the item, because some of the smaller ones are smaller, you know, have less in them. But they're all on sale right now for $12.99 to $16.99. The bigger one with the flowers is the $16.99 one, and this one down here is the $12.99 one. And it's a really good bargain for what all you get inside. You get the stuffing, you get the yarn, I mean, everything that I showed you, you get to make this complete item. And of course, this one is the one we're giving away. And the giveaway is in 2 weeks. So 2 weeks from today, I will announce the winner of the giveaway. So, and then I'm also in these 2 weeks going to make this one, this flower one, so you can see that it is accurate and that it is a nice product. And it really, really is. I was very impressed when I got the package, how everything was packaged up. I was impressed really with the whole thing. Okay, ow. Trying to hurt myself. Okay, now you're going, for our giveaway, like I said, you're going to get this DIY complete kit, and you're going to get one of the Coffee and Crochet with Sara bags. I think I need to iron this one. It kind of got wrinkled in the packaging. All right, you're going to get this exact item. And I always say this, when I do a giveaway, I'm not giving you something like it. I'm not giving you something similar. You're getting this that I'm showing you. I'm showing you this kit and this bag, and you're going to get these. Okay? Now, how do you get involved, right? How do I join in? How do I enter? Every comment that you've already made, you entered. And you don't have to watch this live. You can watch it live, and I'll take all your names from there as well. And if you come and you watch it later, just comment, and you're entered in the giveaway. It doesn't matter where you live. You can always put where you live on there if you want to. I kind of like knowing where y'all live just because it's fun to see where y'all come from. I love it when I see things from America. I love it when I see things from Mexico or Ireland or England or Canada. I love that. And I think it's fun to see where you all are tuning in from. But you don't have to put that. You know, that's something different and special. Because what we do is we just take all the names, we throw them in that random generator. And what it does, it just takes them in and it kind of spins. I don't know if you've ever watched those. When the name comes up, all I do is I check it against my list to make sure you haven't won in the last year or so, because I want to try to make it as fair as possible, okay? And then 2 weeks from today, I don't do it until the morning of 2 weeks from today. That way I give everybody opportunity to get in there, all right? I know, I always say, tell a friend, well, maybe not, because your chances might be better. But I really want everyone to know that anybody can enter. And then I will announce the winner 2 weeks from today. And then I won't chase you down. I don't do that because I don't have your information. So what you need to do is contact me through my webpage. And then I'll give you that information next Tuesday how you do that. Okay? Itch my ear real quick. Alrighty, I'm just super excited about this one, and I'm really excited about getting this together for you so that you can see, because I don't know if you can see that very well, but isn't that adorable? Let me move that back a little. It's a little pot with sunflowers in it, and I think that would look cute sitting in my guest bathroom, because I have what I call the sunshine bathroom, and it's just sunflowers, because when we first moved into this house, I wanted to do my kitchen in yellow. And my daughter and my daughter-in-law are like, Mom, no. Because I love yellow. And so the kitchen and everything is black and white. And I have a lot of red in there because I do like the country red. And it goes along with the fact I went to visit in Pawhuska, Oklahoma. I went to visit the Pioneer Woman's Mercantile and all that stuff. My husband and I went there, and I was like, she's got similar backsplashes to mine because mine are black and white. And it looked really nice with all the country red. And so I just started accumulating Pioneer Woman stuff. And so it's kind of a combination of country red and Pioneer Woman stuff. And so the yellow, there is some yellow, but the sunflowers didn't really go. And so I'm like, hey, I've got that guest bathroom off the side that's just for the guests, although I use it all the time. I'm the guest. Anyway, and I love that bathroom. The floor tile is black and white. And then everything else in there is yellow and black and white. And it's so pretty. And I've got sunflowers in there. And so that's going to be perfect. I know. Long story short, I'm going to use it in my bathroom. But I'll get it done this week. I'm going to scoop all of this back into this bag because I have a lot of things I want to show you. As we had a lot of fun on videos this week. Even though the one yesterday, for some reason, YouTube didn't like it at first. And I have a feeling it's really not YouTube, it's my computer. Oh, there's my bag. Okay, I'm going to set this over here out of the way because I want to come and talk about this. Now, before we do that, I want to show you what I have back here. This is the Grateful Granny. Oh, I'm leaning back funny. This is the Grateful Granny poncho. And it's really a fun and easy poncho. And I wanted to do this because it's a really kind of versatile poncho. We did it in 4 sizes, but it's a big and roomy poncho. This one here fits me. It's the medium large, but it's really roomy because I wear an extra large a lot of times. And so what we did is we made the pattern using Karen Cake, big cakes. And the color is called Cranberry Crisp. And I love it because it's not a typical fall one. It has some pinks and some purples in it, in here, along with the oranges and beiges. And I just thought it was absolutely gorgeous. Now you could do this in a ombre of any color. You could even just use your scrap yarns and make a beautiful one. It's all stitched in medium weight number 4. It's a 2-row repeat with increases basically, because you're doing like a row of double crochets and then you're doing a row of triples, skip 2, and then you just repeat that over and over. It's got the point in the front and the back. And the way the sizes work is you've got like an extra small, size 1. You've got a medium large, size 2. You've got an extra large 2X, size 3. And then you got a 3X, 4X for size 4. And the thing is, you know, everybody likes their ponchos and things different. In other words, I like mine to be big and roomy so that I can just plop it on over a t-shirt and a pair of jeans or something. But a lot of people like them to fit a little more closer. And so with it being the way we did the sizes, you can get the neck part done, because I give you the neck measurements, and measure that and even set it on your shoulders to see if it's going to sit right. If it's too loose, go down a size. If it's too tight, go up a size or 2. And so it's really, really versatile. And then I did the length at 22 rows, but you can make it as long as you want. You want a nice, really long one, maybe wear over an evening dress with a beautiful, like, say, a white poncho and wear it over a black evening dress or something. You can make it as long as you want. You want it shorter to wear over a sundress or a tank top, you can do less rows. It's just a super simple poncho. And then we just did a really simple chain trim on it. That's just a really super chain trim. You just kind of chain along and then you do another row. I just wanted to make something super simple, versatile, and fun. I get a lot of questions about cardigans, and I don't make them. I don't care for them. And I really don't like making them because the sizing is so complicated. And I mean, I can do it, but it's just not fun for me. And I'm going to be honest with you. Most of the things that I make, that I design, because I only do videos of the things that I design. I'm not going to design it if it's not fun. I'm just not. If I start working on something and I'm thinking, I don't want to make this, nobody else is going to want to make it, that doesn't really mean you're not going to want to make it, of course. But I don't want to do it unless it's fun. Because I think that crochet should be you should enjoy the process as much as the finished project. And yes, sometimes we're working along really, really fast to get a project done, but also we can enjoy it as well. All right, so I used the Karen Big Cakes, like I said, and the small size takes 1, and then as you go up, it takes into the second one. But if you want to make the size 3X, 4X, you're going to need 2 of these. But you don't have to use this particular yarn. I mean, think about how pretty that'd look in a bright lemon yellow or sunshine yellow. I mean, I'm going to love that because I love yellow, but I mean, even Christmas colors for Christmas or bright pink. I mean, just whatever you've got on hand, because it's a medium weight number 4 yarn. And the truth of the matter is, remember, we talked about this, you don't have to make it in acrylic. If you want to make it in a cotton, make it in a cotton and wear it for summer. So yeah, it's super versatile. And I love to do things that can be used for more than just one thing sometimes. Speaking of that, we're going to switch over to the other camera again because of what we made on Friday Fun Day. Okay, so I had so much fun with these two coasters. So I wanted to make a new turkey coaster. I have a turkey coaster, but it's okay. It's not bad. It's just wasn't my favorite. And then I remembered that I had designed a chicken coaster and I never put it out there. I have a chicken hot pad that this goes with. I just never got it, finished up. I have a lot of things like that I've written. They're just kind of sitting there and then I come back and get them later. Okay, so this is our chicken coaster and our turkey coaster. Now, I didn't add any little feet. You certainly can. It's up to you. But I love the chicken. It goes well with the hot pad that I designed. And so I thought, well, I'll just change it to beige color and use some of the yarn. And I used the basic multi with Premier Yarns. I used their multi. I think this is called Harvest. Let me look. Yeah, it's called Harvest. It's just a medium weight. And I wanted one that changed colors quickly. I love a lot of the fall color ones with the long striping. But for this project, I wanted one where you could see the color changes in it. And that's why I chose to use this particular one. And I really love it. And I had a lot of people like, why didn't you put the comb on the turkey? Turkeys don't have combs. They have wattles, which is this thing right here. And so if you want it on there, you can put it on there. I did notice his beak is kind of poking up some. He's like saying, don't eat me for Thanksgiving. But anyway, this was just super fun to make. It's super easy. And it's like I said, it's the perfect size if you want to put a big mug, a small mug, whatever you want to put on there. It's the perfect size. And I just love it. I did these out of acrylic, but if you want to make them out of cotton, super easy. All right? Because again, when you make a coaster, the purpose of the coaster, of course, I think it's to look cute. And the truth of the matter is, you can hang a ribbon from this and hang it on on your Christmas tree. And, decorate with it around your house, make a bunting. I mean, there's lots of fun things that you could do with these, and they're just super fun. But when you're using a coaster, the whole purpose is, to protect that surface. And if you're going to be using, say, hot coffee or cocoa or whatever, acrylic's fine. They're not going to sweat. But if you're going to be serving, like, say, a cold drink, like a soda or something that the glass is going to sweat, like tea, then you might want to use the cotton because cotton's going to absorb that moisture. The only thing that I have run into with the cotton is if I put it on my wood surface and I leave it on that cotton coaster, it gets discoloration underneath it because it holds that moisture in, and you got to pick those coasters up right away. And I have a solution for that I'm going to tell you about another time on another project. But it has to do, if you buy those felt squares that are sticky, you can cut a circle out and stick it on the bottom here, and that will eliminate either one of those issues. Okay, but I picked some up at Hobby Lobby for something else, and then I thought, oh, that's a fantastic idea. And so then you get the felt, so it's not going to scratch anything, and it's sticky, so you just cut a circle, stick it on the back of your coaster, and the felt is down, and it's going to protect that surface either way. All right, so that's just something I'll mention to you, but we're going to use that in another project as well. Okay, so the other thing that we did, let me move these. I'm trying to be organized today because I had such a rattled day yesterday. Okay, so the other thing we did was the pattern for what I call the holiday guest towels. And I did one in Christmas colors and one in sort of fallish colors. And that's something that I like to do when I go and visit someone and I stay with them. I like to leave them a thank you gift. And these are super easy to make, and they're super pretty. It's just, it's all stitched in the back loops. And we do this row here that are what I call 2 double crochet clusters, where you're stitching them together and it makes a nice little cluster. And you do like 3 rows of single crochet, then the cluster row. And it's all stitched in the back loop, so you get these nice ridges. And it looks pretty on the back and the front. And it's a 10 by 10 washcloth. that I need to weave my end in. Pretend like you didn't see that. Okay, and so this one is the one that I did in the fall colors. And I love this particular yarn. This is the one that this is what I used for the Christmas one. Sugar and cream stripes. And it is called, they always write these so small, Holiday Stripes. And I love this one because it has a country flair to it. Okay, that's the Christmas one. Then I used Crafter's Secret, and then this is just, I believe this is Premier's cotton. I can't remember if I got that from Premier or if it's I Love This Cotton. Either way, it's 100% cotton in a beige. And then this one is this Crafter's Secret from Hobby Lobby. And it is called, I think it's called Naples. Let me see. There it is. Naples Spices. Okay. And I love it. This has become one of my favorite yarns having to do with fall colors, because you get such a neat array of different colors. And it like all the spices, you know, you get greens and browns, rusties. I mean, it's just so pretty, and gold. And I love it on this washcloth mixed and striped. And so you can do however that you want to. You can do it in a solid. You can do it in a stripe. You can do it in a striping yarn. Or you can even just get into your yarn stash and come up with whatever colors that you want. They don't have to be fall or Christmas. The idea of this washcloth is that I really like when I go and stay with someone to leave them a gift. Like if I go to Tulsa to visit my sister, I can put a ribbon around that and with a little thank you note that says thank you. And I can leave this in a place where she'll find it later. And it's another thing when someone comes and stays with me, you know, we have guest towels, okay? I mean, you know, guest washcloths. But wouldn't it be nice for them to go into that guest bathroom and find a washcloth with a ribbon that says to whoever, from whoever, thanks for staying with us? Because sometimes when I stay with people, sometimes I feel like, oh, I'm putting them out. I don't want to do that. Because, I mean, I end up staying in a hotel most of the time just because I don't want to put people out. And sometimes a very good friend of mine said you're robbing people of a blessing if they offered for you to stay with them and you don't do it. And I'm like, oh, okay. You know, it's kind of a hard thing to stay with someone because you don't want to feel like, you know, you're in the way or you're putting someone out. But anyway, that was the whole idea around this washcloth is during the holidays, we do a lot of traveling. We go visit our friends. We go over to their homes just for dinner, or we go over spend the night. You know, you're traveling from town to town. Maybe you have a mother-in-law or a father-in-law you don't get along with that well. Leave them a thank you card like with a little washcloth, and maybe they'll think, oh, she does like me. I mean, I loved my mother-in-law, and I still do, even though she's already gone on to heaven. But we didn't see eye to eye on a lot of things, and it really had to do with child rearing, you know, because she was super duper strict, and I was not. But you know what? My kids turned out great. I am so happy I've got 2 amazing kids and 3 amazing grandkids. So anyway, it's also, you know, I don't know, just sometimes being thoughtful. You know, one of the things that we did, I haven't got a chance to do it here, but we did it when I lived in Colorado, is we would pack up little care packages, and we would put a homemade washcloth and a bar of soap that for the ladies at the rescue. We'd give them a homemade washcloth. We'd give them a nice soap and a body wash in these little travel packs. And we always try to include a pair of socks because those are the hardest things to come by, you know, when you're out on your own, you know, without a home. I hate to use the term homeless. It just seems so sad because it is sad. It's a hard life. But socks are something that they need all the time. And so we would pack these little things in these little zip bags, and then we put a little note in there that says, I'm not lost, this is for you, take it and use it. And we would go to the lady shelter and hand those out. And I haven't done that. I need to do that again because I haven't done that, and it was such a wonderful feeling when we did that, because I am thankful that I have a home. And a lot of people have been hard on their luck, and there's a lot of kids, you know, that are homeless as well. And that we need to think about that, especially this time of year. You know, things are really expensive, and it's hard to get gifts. And so making some gifts we can give, oh man, get in your yarn stash and make some neat gifts. You know, little stuffies, blankets, even those wiggly eye things that are super fun. I think I've got some of this right here still around. I made some of these. These weren't accepted as well as the other ones. The monsters got, yeah, the more people like the monsters better. But during this time of the year, it's good to have a giving heart. I guess that's all I'm saying. Okay, so on that note, it's time for me to take my pain pill because my chin is getting sore. You can see I'm still puffy. Looks like someone punched me. Anyway, that is all I've got for you today. We're after 11. I do have some fun things coming up. I've got a video ready for tomorrow. Well, it's not ready. I'm gonna edit it this afternoon and get it out there for tomorrow. Just something fun. And then I also have a I'm gonna use the word spiffy on Friday. Because that's one of my favorite words. Nobody uses spiffy anymore. And our Friday Fun Day is going to be a super fun pattern to go along with our chicken and turkey. And it's going to be something that's going to have 3 different ways to use it. So I hope that you'll really do those. One of the ideas about doing something like the Friday Fun Day is, again, I want... Sorry, I got sidetracked. Yes. Sometimes we forget about the military. And my husband is retired Air Force. We were in the Air Force for many years. I loved the Air Force life. I love the Air Force family and people. And we need to not forget about them, because there are a lot of people that are alone on the holidays. When my husband was in the Air Force, my kids and I spent many Christmases without him. And he was in Desert Storm, so we spent a whole year without him. And so we need to remember those as well. And I forgot about that. Thank you so much for bringing that up to me, Marlena. That is very important. Okay, so don't forget about our military and the military families. Because when someone's in the military, that man or woman is not the only one that's serving. It's their families as well. Okay. All right, now you're going to make me cry. I loved my years in the military. Our family, we have so many people that we are still in contact with that we just love from our military years. All right, let me let you go. Don't forget to comment about our giveaway. And in 2 weeks, I'll announce the winner of our giveaway. So I want to thank you all for being here today. I want to thank you for being a part of this, because I can't do any of this without all of you. Love you guys. Jennifer, thank you for your husband's service. Anybody whose husband or you yourself have served in the military, thank you for your service, because freedom is not free. All right. I will see you all next week. Have a terrific crochet week.